Welcome everyone to Talking Horde, the official Lusty Horde Hordecast podcast after show. I'm your host, Baby Bodacious, and what a bodacious episode we are covering here today. The island of Dr. Killgarr. A lot goes on in this episode, a lot of things to move your body to, and we're going to have some people move their bodies out on the stage right now. Please welcome our first guest. He's a travel agent. He knows about the world. His name is Max. Welcome, Max.
Hey, so good to be here. I love the show, and I just love taking people on adventures and creations of adventures.
Wow, and you know, what a fun job that is.
It is.
In our society today, the fact that that job even exists and you're one of the few people that has it makes you a special guy. What's it like to hold on to the past and be able to make it a reality today?
Oh, don't get me wrong. I mean, I have 5 other jobs, all right? I Lyft, I Uber, I Roomba. That's right, I ride on top of a Roomba. The Roomba pays me to take it places because it does not know where to go. And the last one, I don't want to mention it, but I'm also a cam girl. My username is @MaxFaxMatain.
That's fantastic. We have a Twitter question from @JohnnyAbbott. Q for Max, : has he ever been to St. Dornovan's funky island of Crunk? What's it like? Would Greg have been better off vacationing there?
You know what, Johnny A? I have, but sadly I went there after St. Dornovan got kicked off. Strangely enough, a different saint came there. St. Jornovan showed up. And he kicked off all of the crunk, you know, much like whatever that saint was that kicked all the snakes off of Ireland. I happen to be Protestant myself. But he kicked all the crunk and the funk off the island, and it wasn't that funky or crunky. So, Johnny A., I say it's a naysay.
A lot of rhymes. Thank you very much, Max. Thank you very much @JohnnyAbbott. And remember, you can send your questions over via Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, music page, Apple Watch, Telegram. Next, I'd like to introduce a central figure in the episode. Everyone, please put your hands together for Greg Childers.
Hi. Hey, everybody.
Hey, Greg. Gosh, you're just a simple guy who wanted to get out of town, go on a trip, have a little relaxation, and man, you found yourself on an adventure.
Yes, and I would just like to say to Max, I was actually right. Isla de la Sangre actually means island of blood. You lied to me about that.
Turns out I had the wrong app downloaded. It wasn't Google Translate. It was Google Fanslate, and it was for fans of a strange Swedish metal band called Gogol. So that's my bad. So you know what? I owe you a glass of sangria. Not a pitcher, but a glass.
Well, I think that would make amends for the situation, certainly. We have another surprise guest. Everyone, please welcome Kathy.
Hi, peripheral character here. Not very important, but I'm so happy to be here, you guys.
So after Greg opens the box, he begins to freak out.
Yeah, he freaked out. He freaked the fudge out on me.
What happened immediately after that?
I went and got coffee, and then I checked Twitter.
Greg, you find yourself in a real nasty dream, and we find out Bjork is in your dream. So it begs the question, have you ever creamed to Bjork in one of your dreams?
I'm not really of liberty to
Everyone,
say.
please welcome Bjork.
Yes, hello. I came here on a hamster wheel.
No, Bjork, Greg has been dreaming about you. Sometimes it involves cream, sometimes it's platonic.
I'm so embarrassed right now.
Greg, is there anything you want to say to Bjork now that you're face to face with her in the real world?
I'm a big fan. Human Behavior was like the track of like my senior year of high school, and I'm an enormous fan.
Yes, thank you. I am a fan of yours as well. You may dream of me, but I also dream of you.
Wow, Bjork, that's amazing that you've been dreaming of Greg this entire time. You've both been dreaming of each other. Bjork, just out of curiosity, have you ever creamed to Greg?
Yes, I have many sexual partners in my dreams. Some are men, some are women, and some are creatures I can only draw in my mind.
Well, Greg, I'm sure you'd love to explore this relationship, but Bjork has to leave right now. Everyone say goodbye to Bjork. Thank you so much.
Yes, I will be taking a sparkle rocket to the next dimension. Goodbye, everyone.
All right, Greg, we'll come back to you in just a moment. I want to introduce our next guest. He is a man of law. He has a lot of different jobs on the island. Put your hands together for Constable Javier Garcia de la Marca.
My friend, you also forget to introduce me as a taxi driver. The foremost taxi driver of La Isla de la Sangre.
My apologies. Of course, a noted taxi cab driver. Javier, you're a man of the law. You drive a cab. What else do you do on this island? You're such a prolific man.
Indeed I am. I run a series of bed and breakfasts that no one seems to enjoy. But I also happen to be a notary public, a scuba diving instructor, a dog catcher, a cat trainer, a baby waddler. I waddle babies through the night when they cannot find someone to waddle them. And also, I run the only Jimmy John's franchise on the entire island. That's right, you can find the best and only Jimmy John's Subway sandwich in my franchise.
Wow, what an impressive man. So
2 for 1 footlongs on Tuesdays.
what a lucky day it is for us to have you here with your schedule as full as it is. Thank you so much for coming. We're going to come back to you in just a moment.
I will still be laughing when you do.
Next, I'd like to bring out a renowned DJ, someone who I think we all probably fell in love with this episode, DJ Robbie Fresh.
DJ Robbie Fresh. Baby Bodacious, thank you. It is wonderful to be here. Baby Bodacious, I am so happy to be here. I have never heard your show because I do not have a television or a computer.
Not a problem. I've talked about you many times before on a variety of programs. I'm probably your biggest fan. And I want to know, straight from the horse's mouth, what got you into DJing?
I'm glad you asked me that, Baby B. Not many people know this, but I am the only DJ on the island who is a natural DJ. I wanted to be one. It did not take drugs. It did not take weird hypnotism. It did not take me being locked in a room listening to Funky Town for 3 days. I wanted to be a DJ. When I was growing up, I had a mom and I did not have a dad. One day my mom says to me, she says, Baby Robbie Fresh? Baby Robbie Fresh. This is your dad now. What was it? It was a record player.
That's great. Please welcome Roger Gunt.
Oh, hey, how's it going? Great to be here, great to be anywhere, really. Looking for a reason to get out of the house, you know what I mean?
Sure, life's difficult since you lost your family in that fire.
Yeah, great. You know what? I don't like to bring that up unless I am fucking drunk. So, I will bring it up right now because I am fucking drunk. My family died in a fire.
How many family members did you have die in that fire?
There were 5 of us. My common-law wife, Betsy. This is my common-law wife, Betsy. Our 2 cats, Chocolate Chips and Bun Bun. There was my grandmama, Betsy De La Rosa. And there was my cousin's daughter who was serving as a nanny for the cats.
That must be tough, losing a woman you weren't willing to commit to, 2 animals, somebody close to death, and an actual tragedy.
You know what? I'm detecting a little bit of like you're not taking this real serious, Baby B. You're judging a little bit. There are a lot of different kinds of families out there. If I was to tell you now that my current family is a bunch of anime pillows that stay in my bedroom, all right, what if there's a fire? I'm going to be just as broken up.
Roger, when you're out in the world, you're looking for a sloppy stew in a jacuzzi.
Always, 24/7, every day.
An elevator knockdown job.
You know it. Can't build enough high buildings for me.
Did you try any other location-based sex acts on the island?
There's something called a parasail plopper. I never heard of it before, but you tell me, you ask me if I want to do something. You know I'm going to try it at least once. They send you up in the parasail, and basically then they got somebody, you can't tell who it is. That's part of the excitement. Laying out on the boat, you fly over the top of the boat, you take a big old deuce around them, and you're done. All right, you're done.
Well, that's great stuff, guys. We're going to take a little break here and hear from a couple of our sponsors. We'll be right back. Our program today is sponsored by Our Lady of St. Dornovan's Funky Island of Crunk. If you're going to get crunk on a Sunday, make sure you're getting crunk on the blood of Jesus. And by Yimmy Yons. It's Jimmy John's with a soft J. And of course by Hotel de la Sangre. Ignore everything you've heard up until this point and come on down. Welcome back to Talking Horde, the official Lusty Horde Hordecast podcast after show. You're hanging out with me, Baby B. And we're talking to everyone from episode 4, The Island of Dr. Killgarr. Coming up next, it's our titular character. A lot of people fear him, but we're all excited to talk to him. Everyone put your hands together for Dr. Killgarr.
Well,
Hello, Dr. Killgarr.
I should ask you a question. Bodacious baby. What is the thing that makes you so bodacious? The fact that you are indeed a baby. Oh, that you are bodacious.
Oh, that is good stuff. Dr. Killgarr, before we go any further, we have a question from Facebook. Luke Ewart writes, Yo, Dr. Killgarr, what kind of doctor are you even? Do you even have a PhD?
Yes, I have a variety of different degrees in funkography, musicography, musicology, choreography.
I can vouch for this. I have seen Dr. Killgar's office. I have been to it. When I answered his ad in the paper, he was looking for someone. He said he wanted a DJ. I showed up at his office. I went into his office. I saw on the wall at least 25 different diplomas.
Fun fact regarding my diplomas, all of them were written by the Ninos of the East.
Hey, we're here too! You remember? You mentioned us. Now we are here.
Oh, the Ninos, we were bringing them out as a late surprise, but they have surprised even me. Hello, Ninos. How are we doing this evening?
We've never been anywhere. No, but here we are. You know you have 3 kinds of fruit in your green room? Yellow, red, and other yellow.
Ninos, the two of you, so adorable, so beloved. How did you two avoid becoming DJs on an island of hypnotized DJs?
2 ways. 1, we never drink anything, not even water. And A, we keep our ears covered all the time so we not hear nothing. Not even screaming, not yelling, nothing. Both our moms told us that.
Well, Ninos, you two are true heroes. Greg, do you have any words you'd like to say to the Ninos as they saved your life?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you again for helping me. I greatly appreciate it. And, you know, if there's ever anything that I can do to repay you, just let me know.
We live with you now. We come and live with you. Stay under your sheets or bed.
Anything besides that.
It looks like the Ninos have a new home.
Okay, fine. You can come live with me. God, what? Now I have kids? What the hell?
How fantastic a family comes together, this show, bringing people together. Well, everyone, that's all the time we have today for Talking Horde, the official Lusty Horde Hordecast podcast after show. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You know how to find us. In the great words of Killgarr, you may take the needle off the record, but you can't stop the music. Look forward to talking to you next time. Stay bodacious, babies.